Hello and welcome to a special news bulletin by today's. As survivors of the 1984 Bhopal Gas Tragedy, which claimed more than 15,000 lives, continue to fight for their proper rehabilitation and adequate compensation, they face yet another challenge, which is following the merger of Dow Chemicals and DuPont companies. According to the survivors organization, the merger of the two companies will result in the complete disappearance of the Union Carbide Corporation as a legal entity. This, they say, will adversely affect their claim for compensation from Dow Chemicals owned UCC. Described as world's worst industrial disaster, over 15,000 people were killed after methyl isocyanate leaked on the intervening night of December 2nd and 3rd, 1984. Now, this leak happened from the pesticide plant of Union Carbide India Limited in the city. The organizations want the central government to step in to prevent Dow Chemicals from escaping the responsibility for the crime that was committed against the people of Bhopal by Union Carbide. As per the organization, as many as 5 organizations have written to the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, in this regard. Now, the letters were sent to him in February this year, but the PMO is yet to act on their letters. President of one of the organizations, Bhopal Gas Pirit Mahila Stationary Karmachari Sangh, her name is Rashida B. She said the PMO has not taken a single step to stop Union Carbide's disappearance. Now, this disappearance is going to happen through the trifurcation of Dow DuPont, which will begin 2 months from now. At the PMO's grievance portal, our letter of February this year remains pending for the last 8 months. Now, we all know that it is a matter of fundamental legal principle that criminal liability cannot be transferred from one legal entity onto another, not even if the second legal entity is succeeding the first legal entity completely. Therefore, once Union Carbide ceases to exist in its current form, India's court will have been stripped of their powers to pursue and enforce the grave criminal charges still pending against it. This is what the letter reads. Bhopal Group for Information and Action convener Rachna Dhingra has said in 2010 the then Congress government at the center filed a curative petition in the Supreme Court seeking additional compensation of $1.2 billion. However, neither the Congress nor the BJP government have filed any application for urgent hearing in the last 8 years, and the curative petition has not moved an inch since the time that it was filed. As per a curative petition filed by central government in the Supreme Court in 2010 for enhanced compensation for the tragedy victims, as many as 5,295 people died in the tragedy, while 4,944 suffered from serious health problems due to the tragedy. However, survivors organization claimed the number of deceased and those suffering from ailments as a result of the tragedy is much higher. So there is something wrong by the sheer underreporting of the number of deaths. The number of people affected so far, including members of next 2 generations, is more than 5,70,000, they say. The center had sought enhancement of compensation by an additional rupees 77.28 billion. However, it's everything that's going wrong in this case, because everything seems to be just on papers. Nobody is interested in real action. People who were really involved in this particular tragedy have either died or moved on. People who are in power seem to be completely unaware of the kind of plight that the people of Bhopal are going through for the last 37-40 years. At this juncture, we can simply say that if justice is denied by over 3-4 decades, what good is that justice? Because those who are seeking the justice are gone, those who are to be brought to justice are gone, and now it looks like with UCC completely disappearing as an entity, there will be no justice at all. I'm Anupam, you're watching today's, and we'll be right back after a very short break. Thank you.